Hi, welcome to my first podcast. LOL. Over the next 4 weeks, we're going to be talking about one key topic: personal responsibility. I'm guilty, you're guilty, we're all guilty as charged. For my first topic, I'm going to be looking at Nigeria. I just titled this Nigeria's biggest problem isn't corruption, it's responsibility. Let me say something, because that might sound a bit controversial. But think about it before you react. Nigeria's biggest problem is not corruption. It's not the government. It's not even bad leadership. It's responsibility. Because a country where everybody is waiting for someone else to fix things is already broken from the inside. And I hear you saying, is it my responsibility to fix the power solution? Is it my responsibility to fix the roads? Is it my responsibility to fix the water problems in my community? I hear you, and I'm not taking that away from the government. But the reality is that if you think about a typical day in Nigeria, a lecturer doesn't show up on time. The students have to wait. A bus driver overcharges because fuel has increased. Everybody bears the grunt. A government worker delays pushing files because he wants an extra, for lack of a better word, figo. Or no sense of motivation. A shop owner gives excuses because things are hard and decides to inflate the prices of his items. And then the same people go home and say the government is the problem. And let me even just rewind a little bit. Somebody causes an accident by overspeeding on the highway, and they say it's the government that is at fault. Or somebody decides to teach his kids how to lie by the old famous story of tell auntie that I am not around. And your child grows up and becomes a perpetual liar, and we say it's a society. These are the realities that we face on a daily basis as a people, and we blame others for it. But the uncomfortable truth is that the government is not in your bus stop. The government is not in your office attitude. The government doesn't have anything to do with how you treat customers. So if everyone is broken everywhere, maybe the problem is not only at the top. Maybe it has spread everywhere and it's not a virus like we say. The truth is that responsibility makes one thing simple. I own my part, no matter what others do. You can see, power's out. But in Nigeria, we've mastered something else. We have learned how to transfer responsibility. If we are late, we say it's the traffic. If we fail, we say it's the system. If we cheat, everyone's doing it. Hey, there's power. If we don't deliver, it's pressure. Over time, this creates a mindset where nobody is fully accountable for anything. And when nobody's accountable, standards disappear. And that's the reality. And we say to ourselves, what does this actually cost us? Let's be honest about what is costing us. It is costing us trust. Because nobody believes anyone will do what they say anymore. If your tailor tells you you're to be ready in 24 hours, you know you have to go and prepare for it. You have to have a backup outfit ready for you to go for that Owambe on Saturday. It is costing us opportunities because global systems don't run on excuses. They run on reliability. If AI wasn't reliable, it wouldn't build the momentum it's built in the system we find ourselves today. Imagine if AI was run by Nigerians. Think about that for a second. You see, you already have a bias because we have built that perception about ourselves. It is costing us relationships because even friendships now come with doubt, i.e. the famous thing that they say, love doesn't exist in Lagos anymore. And most importantly, it's costing us our identity because that is how people relate to us, that is how people identify with us, and that is the perception people have about us. We are becoming a people known for potential, but not for consistency. And hey, don't throw a jab at the Super Eagles. For us to move forward, we must have a shift in our thinking. A better nation doesn't start with better leaders. It starts with better individuals, because the government is a sum total of the people, and the country is a sum total of the government and the people who live in that country or represent that country. People who say, if I said I would do it, I would do it. People who say, if I made a mistake, I will own it. People who will say, if I am late, I will not blame traffic. I would only leave earlier. And yes, there will be occasional occupational hazards that might happen on the road, which might delay you a bit, but it doesn't happen every day. This is not about perfection. It's about ownership, because responsibility is not what we feel, it's what we choose. How do we practicalize this? For the next 6-7 days, I'd like each of you to pick one promise you normally break. It could be timekeeping, replying messages, meeting up with work deadlines, personal discipline, and ensure you keep it no matter what happens. No excuses. Just one full week of personal responsibility. For me, it will be that I do my 6,000 steps a day, and hopefully I get to lose a few kilograms and become a bit lighter. Thank you for listening, and have a beautiful evening.